From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
A homeless man in court facing rape charges for an incident involving a 14-year-old girl near the Bozeman Ponds. We have the update coming up. And high school students dealing with emergency situations under simulated circumstances. Later, we'll take you to Montana Tech over in Butte in this high-tech CPR experience.
I'm Jonathan Amberian in Helena, where the lawsuit over Montana's new law restricting drag performances had an initial hearing in federal court. I'll have a closer look at the arguments heard in the courtroom.
Now, what goes up must come down, but for those traveling to Big Sky, coming down could be a whole lot faster and a lot more fun, Matt. We go out and about on the Big Sky zip line. Alrighty, it is 6:31 on this Friday edition of Montana This Morning. Jay McDonald and Matt Elwell with you. A nice view over the mining city. Some of those dark clouds seem to have gone away.
They're falling apart for the most part, the showers. So we are following a couple of rain showers in parts of the area. Right now we're into the 40s and 50s for most of the area with a couple of isolated cells. One has a fair amount of lightning near Three Forks south of Townsend. So that whole system is continuing to work its way across. It's not really that big of a deal, just noisy most likely more than anything. Daytime highs should be into the 80s today, but we will see scattered rain showers. Some of those rain showers could be quite heavy for the late afternoon, early part of the evening. So if you have outdoor plans, just keep in mind there may be some changes heading our direction for the later part of the day. Upper 70s, low 80s for Bozeman. We will see it cool down pretty quickly for the evening as we see those showers kind of rolling through. Looks like Beaverhead County may be a little drier. I'm going to break it all down for you, talk more about the details coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Matt. Now our top story this half hour, a homeless man is facing a felony rape charge after allegedly raping a 14-year-old girl near the Bozeman Ponds. According to court documents, it happened Wednesday night around 9 o'clock. Police received 2 calls from Haven, a local nonprofit serving survivors of domestic violence and assault. They say this man, Norlin Eli Suezo Martinez, was trying to get inside the building. The mother of the young girl says her daughter was intoxicated and told her she had been raped. Suezo Martinez allegedly said he and the victim had sexual intercourse inside his tent, and he thought she was 26 or 27 years old. Now, we reached out to Haven, and though they could not comment on the specific case, they did highlight their security precautions and standards when it comes to gaining entry into their building.
When Haven moved to our public location, we knew that we'd have to make a significant investment in our security. We've done that, and we're committed to making sure that our property is a safe place for residents. Last night, when an individual tried to gain access to our property, that security system held up. This failed security breach shows that what Haven is doing in partnership with local authorities is working.
Suezo Martinez appeared in Gallatin County Justice Court yesterday morning, where it was revealed he is serving a prior 6-month suspended sentence from 2023. He also had prior convictions for driving under the influence. His bail was set at $100,000. And some high school students got a taste of what it's like to work in the healthcare field yesterday during a CPR simulation camp at Montana Tech in Butte. The 3-day summer camp allows students from across Montana to experience realistic scenarios dealing with CPR and behavioral health issues. Aside from getting career guidance from the camp, simulation educator Katie Groman says it is also beneficial to have persons trained to recognize true medical emergencies so people can respond more quickly and ultimately save lives.
It's like what we actually just throw them in, like if it were a real life scenario. We like to learn through experience, and we want to create that realism not only in the hands-on portion of the skills they do, but in the emotion it evokes as well.
Push analyze.
And Gorman says the ultimate goal is to let the students determine through real life experience if a career in the healthcare field would be a path for them. Now in state news, a federal judge is set to hold a hearing on whether to put an injunction on the drag show bill before Montana Pride. MTN senior political reporter Jonathan Amberian breaks down House Bill 359 and what both sides of the issue are saying.
On Wednesday, attorneys for the state of Montana questioned the need for a temporary restraining order to block the state's new law restricting drag performances. But attorneys for the plaintiffs said the law has already had a snowball effect in chilling people's free expression. About 40 people were in attendance Wednesday for the hearing in front of Federal District Judge Brian Morris. The case centers on House Bill 359, passed during the 2023 legislature. The bill prohibits drag story hours at public schools and libraries during their normal operating hours, and it bans sexually oriented performances on public property and in areas where minors could be in attendance. Plaintiffs' attorneys said the bill's restrictions on drag story hours were improperly restricting speech based on its content or viewpoint, and that the restrictions on sexually oriented performances were too vague and left people not knowing what they can and can't do.
What today's hearing really solidified is that nobody seems to know exactly what it says.
The plaintiffs are particularly calling for a temporary restraining order because of the upcoming events scheduled for Montana Pride in Helena, set to begin on Sunday.
And so we know Billings Pride happened, but there was no drag performances allowed on public property as a result of House Bill 359. And so again, the fact that there may be different interpretations of House Bill 359 is in and of itself evidence of a constitutional problem.
The city of Helena said they do plan to issue a permit for the events, but they supported the call for a restraining order, saying the law leaves their employees in an uncertain legal position. Attorneys for the Department of Justice said the law wouldn't prevent drag story hours at private businesses, and that people wouldn't face prosecution for participating in Pride events. They argued the state does have authority to put stricter regulation on expression that could have an impact on minors, and when public funding is involved. Morris said he'll issue a ruling on the request for a temporary restraining order as soon as possible. The next hearing on a request for a longer-term injunction is likely to be scheduled sometime in late August. In Helena, Jonathan Amberian, MTN News.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. Now over in the mining city, an incredible story of survival, where Butte doctors were not optimistic about Casey Wagner's chances after a terrible accident left her in a coma for several weeks. Miraculously, she's returned home to her family. MTN's John Amy tells us about a young woman who beat the odds.
The May 19th traffic accident was so bad that 28-year-old Casey Winger of Butte spent a month in a coma. And then what some people describe as a miracle suddenly happened.
My daughter was told by the doctors that we were just going to make her comfortable, that she probably wouldn't wake up. So she just woke up.
After 5 weeks in a coma, Casey woke up in a Salt Lake City hospital bed where she was taken by helicopter after being involved in a rollover accident on Interstate 90, where she was ejected from the car and left on the interstate unconscious with more than a dozen broken bones. Casey claims she briefly died in that accident and was met by angels.
And they told me that it wasn't my time, that they were going to send me back. And I asked why, and they said because I needed to be there for my kids and raise my kids.
On July 26th, she was reunited with her 9-month-old daughter, Austin, and her 5-year-old son, Noah. The trooper who investigated the accident was even there for her homecoming. He said it was one of the worst accidents he'd ever seen and was amazed she survived.
It was a miracle. Yeah, it's a miracle. I would say she's here today. Yeah, and doing as well as she's doing today. It's awesome to see that.
In those dark and trying days after the accident, Casey's mother said she never lost hope.
And talking to her even through the coma, her dad and I both did, playing her favorite show, Friends, music, talking to her, singing to her.
The family also credits support from around the world.
Prayer from every place, and I do believe the only thing that saved my granddaughter was the power of prayer.
Though Casey's recovery will be long and difficult, she still counts herself very lucky.
Most people don't, when they come out of a coma, they're not okay. They can't talk, they can't use their limbs fully, or anything like that. So it's amazing to me that I can even move and talk and do all the stuff.
You know, the only word that comes to mind is grateful. Just so grateful. That's what my heart is just filled with, you know. That's the word, is grateful.
Truly incredible story. Thank you for sharing that with us, John. Now, in this week's Out and About, MTN's Kristen Merkel zips up to Big Sky to show us what kinds of adventures the resort has to offer.
I'm here in Big Sky checking out some of the fun summer activities that the resort has to offer, like their nature zip line and plenty more. Woo!
It's just so nice to get outside and enjoy the beautiful weather and the mountains around us and have some fun activity as a family.
Berkeley and her kids, Georgia and William, came from Bozeman to vacation to Big Sky and enjoy activities like the zip lines.
I'm excited to swing because I like getting fresh air.
Georgia, we'll see you on the other side. Run as fast as you can.
Catherine McElroy and her family traveled all the way from Atlanta to enjoy the Montana weather and the nature zip line.
I really liked the ramp zip line because it was really fun to jump off, and I was just free to do whatever.
Base camp guide at the resort, Nick Newcomb, says his job giving zip line tours isn't just fun for the people zip lining.
I love seeing their reactions, their faces. Just for a lot of people, it's a step out of their comfort zone, and just being that guy that makes it happen for them is really enjoyable.
Besides just zip lining, Big Sky Resort offers scenic chairlift rides with views of the mountains, along with many more activities.
In addition to hiking, mountain biking, zip line tours, we also offer rock climbing for kids, gemstone mining. We have a big giant bungee trampoline, a giant swing, mini golf. Really, you could spend all day here and not even do all the activities that we have to offer.
For Newcomb, spending his summers in Big Sky making tourists and locals' day is what it's all about.
It's very rewarding. There's really no bad days out here on this job.
All Big Sky activities are open every day until September 17th, and you can find more details on where to book on our website. In Big Sky, Kristen Merkel, MTN News.
Looks like a lot of fun. Thank you very much for bringing that to us, Kristen.